What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, today is almost 2 a.m. of February the 1st and the deadline has passed, but we don't have any results in regards to the bipartisan open letter. And we had a clear deadline that Gary Gensler and Robert Cook should answer to this question no later than January 31st. Unfortunately, it is quite expectable, but in today's video I will show you that we have a real massive news. If it is not a bombshell, it is a huge news that might change a lot in our case. So, and before we dive deep into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. And guys, it is very important for me personally to see your support, to see the support of my viewers. So let's start with the news itself. As I already mentioned, we don't have any updates in regards to the bipartisan open letter that was written on December 22nd by Ralph Norman's office. And guys, it is quite expectable because it doesn't mean that we don't have these answers. It means that we don't know whether Mr. Gensler and Mr. Cook answered to these questions or not. We just don't have this information yet. But I think by the end of this week, basically within next from 24 to 48 hours, we will know much more than we know right now. So, and let me show you when and how we might know about these results. Definitely the next major deadline for our case is this Friday. And on this Friday, Representative Ralph Norman will attend on What's Bugging Me podcast that is hosted by Dennis Neal. And you know that Dennis Neal made a lot of, just not a lot of, but made several podcasts with our headliners. And he knows a lot about our case and he is trying to push our case forward. And Ralph Norman is the person who is working on this case and who is the initiator of this letter that was signed by at least 74 Congress members. And on Friday, definitely, we will know this information. And guys, as you can see, Dennis Neal reposted several tweets that were made by Glass Guy with very funny pictures where Dennis Neal and Ralph Norman are like some cartoon heroes who are fighting against some kind of bugs, and definitely this bugs is nothing else but wrongdoers, bad guys who are trying to push our case down. So let me show you another quite interesting update. Johnny Tobacco made this tweet 11 hours ago, and as you can see, Dennis Neal reposted it. Here you can see a short video of about 1 minute long where Mark Basile is explaining some interesting situation. And this situation is definitely related to the stock market in general, and it is related to the MMTLP saga in particular. And let me quote you this. Sneak peek. This week, wise guys on Newsmax, securities attorney Mark Basile joins the sit-down to discuss two sets of justice in America. One for big donors like SBF FTX and other for retail investors. Are Joe and Jane Main Street getting the shaft from regulators? We discuss. And I don't know much about this podcast. I don't know much about Johnny Tobacco's podcast, but definitely because of his position we can rely on this news as well. But let me show you the most important news that we have for now. Let's say first the most important news, and we have another one. So Pocahontas answered to the tweet that was written by Mark Basile. And Pocahontas wrote, if a Series A preferred shares MMTLP, a dividend placeholder of an ONG spin-off, is deemed on a null security per legal precedence, then its listing and trading on the OTC markets is illegal. A whole can of worms may open up for FINRA, OTC and brokers. And the original tweet that was written by Mark Basile is following. He wrote, MMTLP, this could be accurate in dealing with the short concept, except it doesn't look at what happened in the beginning. and it's a fact that kills the whole Series A was listed legally. While I am writing a major complaint right now on behalf of an MMTLP holder, our research is clear. The Series A dividend was not, is not, and could not be a security as per the SEC definition of a security, as it pertains to oil and gas assets, and as such could not be assigned a ticker nor traded. This is in line with the US Supreme Court case on House 4 factors to determine if something is a security, and by the application of the definition of a security as to oil gas assets via federal case law. John Burda was actually right all along. It was a placeholder for the oil and gas assets. It was assigned to represent, not a security that allowed it to be listed illegally. Legal dropped the ball. FINRA didn't do its due diligence, and the brokers all took advantage, including the one or ones that got it assigned a ticker. Determining what a security is in dealing with oil and gas assets has been developed through federal case law. I expect all hell to break loose now as numerous law firms will start class action investigations, individual shareholder lawsuits will be filed, and congressional hearings will start to hear up. Now we are in an election year. The whole short issue is a different story, but is likely linked to this initial event. And I think Mark is expecting a huge tsunami wave of different lawsuits because, guys, for now, we pushed this case forward so much that a lot of people know. Right now, they are aware of our situation, and they know that it is potentially the biggest issue on the US stock market that was publicly disclosed, and that a lot of wrongdoers were trapped in their short position in during this U3 halt. And that is why I think we are about to see some kind of resolution. No one want to be in this position like short sellers. They are trying to find any ways of recovery. They are trying to find the ways how they can close their position and move forward. That is why, guys, I think the resolution is very, very close. And by the term of very, very close, I mean that we might see this resolution within the next several months. It is just my opinion, but I think we are here. So let me show you another very important news, and potentially it is an evidence. It is a smoking gun. John Burda reposted this tweet that was written by Scott Trott just 7 hours ago. And Scott wrote, MMTLP, I finally had time to set up a February 12, 2024 playback as promised by TDA of my call from March 20, 2023, where Fleming confirmed TDA wanted the U3 halt on MMTLP to protect itself, and that MMTLP was trading over 100x of lead. Today they said no. And guys, it is a real bombshell that potentially TD Ameritrade was one of the initiators of the illegal U3 halt, and their main intention was to preserve their short position, because if the price of MMTLP ticker was 100x, let's say it was more than $290 per share, this means their short position was screwed. And that is why they decided to do something, just any actions in order to preserve their capitals. And guys, here is the official answer, and let me show you this in detail. Dear Mr. Trott, thank you for your inquiry regarding wanting a playback of a conversation you had with a representative from last year. Regarding that phone call from March 20, 2023, what specific questions in that call do you need more information on, or what are your concerns? While we cannot provide a playback of the conversation, we can address any issues you have. If you have any further questions, please start a live chat on schwab.com or reply to this secure message. Our representatives are available at any time to assist you. We generally appreciate your business. So, the answer is clear no. But in general, the situation is quite tricky. And let me show you some comments. For example, Due Diligence 5 hours ago wrote this. Maybe tell them that you appreciate the business relationships you've had with them, that your ask is small, and that you prefer keeping FINRA and SEC out of this. Tell them you feel that filing compliance would be counterproductive for both of you. Maybe that would work. And guys, potentially it is an evidence that TD Ameritrade was involved in this illegal process of U3 half. And we don't have direct evidences from this company. But in general, we know that there are plenty of wrongdoers like broker-dealers who opened these illegal short positions. We know that FINRA and SEC allowed them to do this. And guys, all of the wrongdoers, they are trapped in this case. And we have to find it out. We have to use any possible paths of the resolution of this problem. And that is why, guys, keep pushing no matter what. And in this case, we will win this battle. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack.